For the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Ford EcoBoost 400. We're joined now by the driver of the number 18 M&M's Toyota, Kyle Busch. Kyle, very interesting into tonight's race. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it certainly was. We had a few moments there throughout the day that we thought we were kind of on the outside looking in and didn't really see a very good shot of winning it. And then all of a sudden it seemed like we had a really good shot to win the thing. We were up front and kind of driving away from those guys behind us. And then Carl got back to me and passed me, and then we were out of it again. But all in all, just, we fought hard tonight. We gave it everything we had. We didn't come in here with the greatest race car today, but we knew that we had enough of a one that we could run with those guys, and we showed that when the lights came on. And, the M&M's team and Adam Stevens and all these guys made some great calls, great adjustments all night long, kept us in the game. And then there on the last couple of restarts, it just didn't quite go our way. I'm not sure how we were third or whether we were fourth or whatever. Certainly gave Johnson, I guess, a better lane there, and I didn't get the best of restarts on that one, second from the end, and Logano got a really good one and drove right up through the middle and got to my quarter and got me really tight and then really loose and sucked me backwards and got me alongside of a couple other guys. And then there was a spin and a caution behind us, and from there we knew that we weren't going to be able to go back and outrace those guys in front of us because Logano had better tires than we did. But tried to get tires on the thing, and everybody else had pitted the previous time, so it just set us too far back. And we were able to persevere there from 13th or whatever it was back up to 6th, I guess. So all things considered, we had a really good run tonight, just not good enough.
We'll open it up to questions. We'll start here with Mike, then go to Don, then Greg.
Mike Embry, Auto Week. Kyle, the restart after you pitted, was the fact you didn't get a good restart there a consequence of you being back in the traffic, or was it Logano coming through, or all the above? Or
we didn't pit on that one. What are you getting at?
When you pitted and you talked about you didn't get the best restart? No,
that restart I restarted fine. That's the one that Carl and Logano wrecked.
Okay, but when you started back in the pack, was it a consequence of there being a lot of traffic around? Joey came through? Or?
So we pitted. And we had a restart where I restarted 6th on the outside, and Logano and Carl were on the inside. And Jimmy, I think, was right behind him as well, too. And those guys crashed, and I got clear of Jimmy, I guess, getting into 1. And then when the caution came out, that gave me 3rd. So then the next restart, we were still out there on 1-corner tires. But I just didn't get the best of restarts right there on that one. And you don't on the inside. I was 3rd, so I restarted behind the 4. We had to wait for the 42 to go. Johnson timed it well enough with the 42 to kind of get his jump, and Logano timed it however he did from behind me. I don't know. I didn't see that, and got shot right through the middle of my 2 teammates that were behind me, the 20 and the 11, and then got to my quarter getting off into turn 1 and just got me real tight, then real loose, just being real close to me.
We'll go over here to the right to Don, and then we'll go to Greg, then Bob.
Hi, Kyle. Don Coble from the Florida Times-Union. Today was really unusual in that you, Carl, and Joey at one time were you kind of had it, and then it kind of got away, then you had it, it got away. Jimmy never got really involved into it until 10 laps to go. If you ever remember today emotionally, where things came and went so quickly and so surprisingly.
Yeah, it was certainly up and down, but I just tried to keep an even head and know that there's something else coming. You're just not sure which, so you just got to make sure that you keep focusing on what you're doing and what's ahead and what's going on in that moment. When we had that long run, when I got in front of the 19 and the 22 there, and we kind of checked out on them, I thought we were going to be in a really good spot, and we had 47 laps to go or 55, whatever it was. And I thought we got a big enough gap there that I could stay out there and stay in front of the 19, but he ran me down. He was really fast, and he passed me and put him back in the lead. But yeah, you're right. I mean, when I looked in my mirror all night, and only early on in the night when the sun was still out did I see the 48 in my mirror, and every time we drove away from him on the long run. So crazy that they were never really in the game, but there they are all of a sudden. Every chance they get, they get in the right time or the right lane or have a good restart or just do the things they need to do, and they make the most of it.
We'll go to Greg, then Bob.
Kyle, Greg Engel, CupScene.com. It was an intense affair, and obviously we're not race car drivers, so we don't know what's going through your mind, but was when Carl caught you there, was reeling you in, caught you, I think it was lap 240 or something like that. Was Richmond at all in the back of your mind, or was it completely out of your mind, you're just focusing on the task at hand?
I was just focusing on the task at hand. There's plenty of room, plenty of lanes, plenty of opportunities, plenty of laps left that he didn't have to do any of that stuff, so it didn't bother me.
And we'll finish up over here with Bob.
Parker, ESPN. Did you see what happened with Edwards and Logano? What did you think of that? And is it also kind of surreal? Oh, is it also kind of surreal that Johnson isn't there all day virtually and ends up winning this thing?
Yeah, so I didn't see what happened with the contact with the 22 and the 19, because as I was on the outside, I saw the 19 go down the block, and then they went out of my peripheral. I couldn't see him anymore, and then all I heard was caution, and I didn't see those guys come off of 2 in my mirror. So, that was pretty interesting. It was really, really crazy that then we had that red flag, and we all kind of sat there, and then Logano and those guys, 6th on back, I guess, they came in and pitted, put tires on. I mean, we had one straightaway on our tires, and they came in and put tires on in order to go back out. And they blitzed right up through the middle there and got to us before we even got to turn 1. So that kind of just killed it and ruined our race. But yeah, the 48, as I said before, I mean, they were nowhere all day and just kind of ran around. I don't know, probably I'd guess 6th, I guess, but never really showed their hand at all and didn't really show any speed. Never really led any laps until the last one, and that's the only one that matters.
Kyle, congratulations on a great season, and we look forward to seeing you in 2017.
Thanks.